I know what's coming up. Your
Right.
story. You gave us a preview last time, which got me very excited to learn the story of how you met your husband.
Yes, it's a very long story. It has many parts to it, and that's
Mhm.
what I've decided.
Oh,
Hi,
I
Marie.
like how you emerged from the
Yeah,
from
we've got a little lift here. So
Okay, so I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start. So this story starts in summer 2011. And at that time, I was living in Berlin and I had been, what's the word?
single,
Single. I
single.
had been single for like 2 years or something. And I was like, yeah, I think it's time to, for another relationship. So I was kind of, I was into The Secret at that time. I had
Mhm.
a colleague of mine who was also a friend, and we were like, when we were working together, we were always like doing some manifesting and, like, but secret, not Abraham Hicks kind of
Oh
stuff.
no, I too was completely into The Secret. I've probably already watched that documentary, honestly, like 20 times.
Oh yeah, at least. Yeah.
So many. And I watch it regularly. So yeah, I too was probably like I would have enjoyed talking to you in 2011 too. Because I
Yeah.
would have been in the same manifesting
Yeah, yeah,
mentality.
exactly. Yeah. So I knew that I had to feel like it's already here. And because of that, I was like, okay, who do I even want to manifest and what do I want this relationship to be? So I started reading kind of relationship type of books. I think one of them was, what did you say?
Men are from
Oh, men
Mars.
are from Mars, women are from Venus, or something, stuff like
Yes,
that.
I
Yeah.
remember that one.
Yeah. And so I thought about things who I wanted to be in the next relationship, like learning from mistakes I've made. And then I also thought about who I want my boyfriend to be. Like I just remember it was probably like humor, fun, and stuff. And I remember it was like a blonde surfer guy.
Fritz, you've heard this before, yes? Okay. That's not a surprise.
Maybe, maybe. It's always good to get reminded from time to time. Yeah.
So, so yeah, was other stuff on the list, and we even found that list a year or two, I don't know, later, but I don't know where it is or what I've done with it. So yeah. So I knew who I wanted. I knew who I wanted to be. So I started regularly like thinking and feeling and getting in the mindset about this. So that was then probably in maybe September, October, something like that. And one of the visions I had was I wanted him to be there for New Year's Eve. So I was like, oh, okay, New Year's Eve.
Deadline is September, October, November. So you have a 3-month
Yeah,
deadline.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So November, nothing happened. End of November, still nothing. And then in December, still nothing. And you know how you get like, the longer it takes, the harder it is to keep your hope alive when you have a deadline for it.
Mhm.
So, so I was getting more like, it's probably not going to happen. Like now I know I was putting resistance on my path. I didn't know that before. I had not listened to Abraham Hicks by that time. So I was getting more and more resistant. And then New Year's Eve, I was it wasn't by myself. I was celebrating with friends. And we had a nice evening and stuff. It was fun, but no one showed up. So then I had kind of, because it was like this New Year's Eve thing was so fixed in my head, I was kind of like, okay, it hadn't happened. So I kind of let it go almost. And then on 29th, oh no, and then I was renting an apartment and I was subletting 2 rooms in my apartment to other people. So in February, one of the girls in my apartment, she was moving back to wherever she came from. And so her room became available. And so I put an advert on the internet. And then, and I always got quite a lot of replies. And then one of them was from an agent. And he was like, oh, yeah, my client, he's looking for, shared apartment, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, no, I don't want an agent. Like it felt too kind of businessy or something. I deleted the email. And then I was like, maybe, I mean, what difference does it make? Maybe I just, I get it out and I answer him. So he got back to me and he told me, when do you want to come in, by the way?
I'm choosing my moment, but keep going. Yeah.
So we made an appointment and my appointments were always like, I always showed the apartment and then I would sit down with people for like about an hour because, it's a shared apartment. I want to know who's moving in and, kind of know about them. This guy showed up at my doorstep and, and I show him around the apartment. And my roommate, it was my roommate's room, obviously. So she had lit candles. And you said
some really weird, dodgy joke about like, oh, I guess you're trying to seduce me into taking the room with this candle or something
like that. Yeah. We don't know anymore. But I was like, he's funny.
I didn't mean it as a joke.
So that was the first time I was like, okay. And then we were in the kitchen and it was in the evening. So I had just come back from work and so had Brit. And I had gotten a doner kebab. And I was like, oh,
She doesn't know what a doner kebab.
Oh, do you know what? No, it's like a burger type of thing. It's like a typical Berliner German thing. So it's, kind of like a burger. And so we
yeah, well, I was really hungry because I'd just come home from work as well, and I could smell her doner kebab. I was like very subtly like, oh, that smells good. I mean, I wasn't expecting her to then.
Yeah, so I asked him if he wanted to share, if we should share my doner kebab.
And you had just arrived, right, Prit? Like, you haven't even begun the tour or anything?
No, we had seen the room. We had seen the apartment. And then it was this kind of 1-hour interview type of thing.
Which I didn't know about. Like my thing was going to apartments, spending 10 minutes there, quick walk around, quick chat, and then leave. But yeah.
Yeah.
Keep going.
I did do that differently. But then in the kitchen, you told me earlier.
Oh yeah. So we were like standing at the kitchen counter in front of this doner kebab. So unwrapping it and sharing it into 2 plates or whatever. And I think I did something like I put my hand on her shoulder and I was like, are you sure you want to like share this? It's your dinner. But that moment I put my hand on her shoulder, I had this feeling like I knew her already.
Oh, wow.
I don't know, like it felt very familiar.
Mhm.
And I didn't realize I hadn't actually told her that until today.
I heard it today for the first time, so I had no idea.
Yeah. But yeah, I kept that to myself
Yes,
in that
I
moment.
guess
Yeah,
so.
because I
Yeah.
don't think I reflected on it until later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then we had the doner kebab and we got on really well. We had some Jägermeister as well. We're not sure if we had it or if we didn't, but there was some Jägermeister in there somewhere. Do you know what Jägermeister is?
How and I do know. Yes.
Okay. And then he had, for some reason, he had to go really quickly. We cannot remember why. We think that his agent was sitting in the car for an hour.
Oh,
I didn't know.
Bear in mind, this was in the winter and it was super cold. Yeah, it had
It was
been
in
like
February.
it was in February, it had been snowing and might have still been snowing, really cold. And like I said, usually this agent guy, he waits in the car for like 10 minutes.
oh.
But
But
I got like sucked in to our like
I
instant,
forgot about him.
yeah, that I forgot about him. Yeah.
Yeah, and I didn't know. I didn't know he was waiting. So,
Right?
so for some reason he had to run out and was gone. And then I don't. You have to tell because I
Right.
don't.
So yeah, this is a good time for me to come in because we're going to rewind a little bit because there's like really cool synchronicities like in my parallel timeline, like what was happening in my version whilst all this was.
Right.
So I would go back all the way to 2011, autumn 2011,
Okay.
what Fran was describing. At that time, I had been seeing this girl from Match.com, right? So I'd been dating her for a few months, and literally in autumn, I broke up with her because, like, if I'm honest, I found her a bit boring. She was a bit lacking in personality, but like what that really clarified in me really strongly is what kind of girl I want to be with. So,
Sure.
someone who's interesting, smart, funny, you can have a conversation with, who's playful, all these things. So that for me was like the planting of this seed. um, and then I was going through like not just a rough patch with dating, but like my dad's business had gone under. So I was like super stressed trying to save my dad's business. Yeah, had a really weird life, like doing stand-up comedy
Oh,
in
really?
yeah, yeah. I was like a weapons engineer by day and like a stand-up comedian
That,
by
I was
night. So it was this
expecting to hear that.
it was this really bizarre mix of things, a real bizarre mix in my life. And I reached a point like work wasn't going well because I really wanted a promotion and it was like super slow. My bosses just weren't going to get there. So I was frustrated. So I wanted to get away. So I was starting to apply for jobs in December time. Applying, a bit like you, like, trying to get a guy, nothing happening, nothing happening. That was the same with me with jobs, nothing happening. And
And
then
you're also in Berlin at this time, right? In autumn.
no, I'm still in the UK.
Oh, okay. So this part of your story begins in the UK.
Sorry, I didn't
Okay.
specify. I was in the UK still,
Okay. Okay.
still with no idea Berlin was happening. So, but then what happened?
Ah, well, that makes it even kind of more intriguing. Okay.
Yeah, it gets better. So, one of my best friends from uni, his stepdad has a place in Berlin, and he was celebrating New Year's Eve in Berlin. And remember, Fran had
Okay.
asked
Yes.
for her guy to come New Year's Eve. So I actually happened to fly to Berlin for New Year's Eve. So I was there.
Yeah, so we could have met. I think it was just because, I was so disappointed. I didn't even think it could even happen on New Year's Eve. So I was just with my friends and didn't even think about it anymore. Right. So,
Yeah.
but it could have happened.
Yeah. So crazy that it
Still was a significant part of the story, just
yeah.
not in the way that you had played it out in your own life, but New Year's Eve still is a significant part. It still
Yeah.
heard you about New Year's Eve. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I was there New Year's Eve, had an amazing time. I loved Berlin, and yeah, and then just went home back to the UK. Had no idea what was coming next, carried on applying for jobs. And then one day I found this job at Rolls-Royce in Germany, because I was like, I've been playing in the UK up until that point. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to take off all the filters. I'm just going to cast the net out worldwide and see what comes up. And then this job in Berlin came up. It sounded really cool. So I went for it. And it was nuts how quickly things moved after that. I think the same day or the day after, they got back to me, inviting me for a phone call interview, which I did, and I passed, and they invited me for a face-to-face interview, all within 1 week. I flew over there, had the interview, and the next day they told me they want to hire me. So I've never in my life gone from job application to getting the job so quickly, and they had to explain why they couldn't hire a German person, like, because there's this whole German law thing, you know, blah blah blah. So like, just nuts. So before I knew it, I was moving to Germany, and early February, I was there, and yeah, I've got this agent who's helping me look for my proper place, because my company put me up in a temporary place. And yeah, but then it gets more and more interesting because he's sending me all these rooms that are available, and he's setting up all these appointments in my evenings almost every day, like very regularly. And he sent friends my way, and I was like, I don't think so. Like, it's too far. It's too far from work. Forget it.
We found the email today. He
Yeah.
actually said, no, let's drop that one.
Yeah.
You got the email.
We found it today.
Oh, you found an email where you wrote to your agent saying, I don't know about this one, it's too far. Okay, wow.
It was in like the party area, and I was like, I don't know, I'm this serious career guy. That's too noisy and whatever. So I said no. But then how did it come back?
Well, he must have insisted or something.
I think my agent must have been like, you know what, let's just try it. You know, that one, like, let's just give it a go. So we did.
To the agent then.
Yeah. Yeah, we literally sent him a thank you email like years later.
Oh.
And then well, I don't know, do I carry on or you have to? Yeah. So then I left that day, as you know, suddenly, and got back into the car with my agent with a huge grin on my face. And I think I just said something like, she's really cool. Like, that girl was really cool. So like, she really left this impression on me. And I ended up getting back to my agent saying I wanted to take the room. And we were like close, like in the contract. Like, he was sending in the contract and stuff. I was like, okay, just hold off. I'm actually going to meet Fran tonight, and I'll update you tomorrow on final steps.
Meet Fran for the apartment, or because you asked her out, or what?
Well, it's a gray area.
Very gray, very gray.
I mean, I obviously liked her, and I knew that. And in the back of my mind, I was like, am I really doing the right thing here? Moving in with someone that I really fancy? And yeah, wasn't sure. But I was entertaining the idea. And then she came over as like a mini date. I cooked for her. We chatted.
It wasn't like you didn't. This second time meeting was specifically because you knew you liked her, not like you didn't use it as an excuse, like, oh, I need to have a meeting with you about the apartment or anything like that. Like,
yeah, I think so. It was like that.
It was and it wasn't. I mean, I liked him, obviously, so I was kind of happy to come over for a dinner. But we were talking about the apartment and moving in and stuff like that. So it was yeah.
No, I'm laughing because this gets better. So we were talking about the apartment, and she was telling him about her house rules and cleanliness and hygiene and stuff like that. And
No.
yeah,
Yeah, okay, yeah.
you were. Yeah, because
No, but yeah.
it must have been because the next day, like we had a nice evening, but then the next day, I sent an email to the agent saying, like, and the subject was, "I've changed my mind!" Exclamation mark.
Oh, really?
I was like, she's got way too many rules about cleanliness and like hygiene. Is like, I don't think I can. No way.
Well, I think he sent it because he knew you didn't want to move in with me. And he just wanted to keep his agent happy. So I think that was the reason.
Yeah.
But we're not sure anymore.
I get it. Like, even if
Maybe a
you really
little.
like someone, you think, okay, so this isn't the best way to start a relationship. So maybe in your mind, you're thinking the right gentleman thing to do is to say, is
Yeah.
to not move in, but to continue the relationship in some, right? Okay. I get it. I get it. I think I'm following.
You're good. That's basically what happened. And then we stayed in touch on Facebook. And
Yeah, no, then after this dinner slash business meeting slash date type of thing, you sent me a Facebook message saying you're not taking the apartment, but like something like, should we meet again or something? Should we have a date or something like that? I don't know.
I
So
probably didn't say date. I
no,
wouldn't.
probably not. But you know, should we have dinner again or something like that? I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't
Some
know.
cool way of saying it, right? Some cool laid back way of saying it.
Hang out.
That's
Yeah.
yeah. And that's how the universe delivered my husband to my doorstep.
Well, I do think it's like fascinating how the date, like, you had the New Year's Eve thing so strongly, but it wasn't exactly how you had expected it, which is exactly what right, like what Abraham Hicks tells us is like you have to go with the flow. So the universe heard you on the date, like New Year's Eve.
Definitely.
Get it. Get that needs to be an important date, but like once you let go and just like, okay, I still trust the universe. I'm just gonna go with the flow. It actually ended. It actually started to work.
Yeah. Yep. That was a good lesson. Yeah.
This is a really great story that ties into why we call this downstream, because when you are like trying to swim upstream, you actually may have missed or like didn't or trying to redirect the universe for you, and like you get disappointed because of your own effort trying to, but once you let go and just float with the flow, it flowed to you.
It did.
Fran, thanks for sharing that story. Britt, thank you for being our special guest. This was quite a joy for me to witness you tell the story, especially since I didn't know the story, which is what I love about how we're doing this, because I'm not supposed to know, so that I really feel the like genuine happiness and joy as I hear it. And it was really fun. I'm so glad that this is the next story you told, but I'm looking forward to whatever's next.
Yes. I'm glad it entertained you.
And does.
And yes, who knows what's next. So we see you soon.